From the intel we picked up at the library, there should be 3 bunkers in this area. They're marked on your map at nav Alpha, Beta, and Delta. They've got a VIP locked up in one of those locations, and aside from that, a pretty sizable store of munitions.
So we will knock on their door with artillery shells, yes?
That's the general idea. There should be about 12 turrets set up around the area. If you just take those out, we can send our choppers in and pick up our new friend.
It sure is nice being noticed by the bigwigs. You know, there's nothing like going from being a tiny person to being a tiny person with a gun in your hand. Everybody's so polite. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Senors, I got power-ups right next to you. 4 hits on radar.
Oh yes, I'm so glad you chose to walk down this street, or else this ambush never would have worked. I mean, one street over it would have failed, but you used MapQuest, didn't you?
Tito, how the hell does the enemy keep getting on the damned comm lines?
All units, after Queen Dodson! After all, you can't have a crown if you don't have a head to stick it on.
Why? I don't make any critical decisions.
I don't care if you're the head of command or the spleen of command. Either way, I'll be taking out some sort of vital function today.
Regal Lance, scatter. 2 through 4, cover Ray.
Ah, 2 can play at this game. Triple Volt Lance, scatter, fire on Ray.
I'll try and weave between buildings.
No, don't do that. It's unsporting. Fight me, Queen to Triple Volt Leader.
Which one are you? Your friends all drop pretty quick, buddy.
Oh, I'm not even in that group. That group is the ambush squad. They ambush people. Never been my style, really. How you doing, by the way?
We're fine, thank you for asking.
Don't respond to them, Sydney.
I'm sorry, it was reflexive.
You fell for my trap, you know. A clever trap at college, really. I'm sitting in my tactical chair. It's where I do all my tactical thinking, and I think to myself, what's the smartest place to lay a trap? And then it just came to me. Now, says the fly to the spider, welcome to my web.
It's the other way around. It's spider to the fly.
Don't help them.
Under ordinary circumstances, you see, but I have turned the tables.
Scope's clear, senors. Looks like you didn't turn the tables on Jack. Regal Lance, prepare for extraction while we navigate an exit channel.
Well, I would have to advise against straight up leaving. Lance Sanchez, the owner of the planet's private transit systems, really is hiding in one of those bunkers.
Senor, I gotta advise we just bail on this and go for our next move.
Oh, but the bait is so delicious! I suppose you don't realize why I was charged with looking after him. He's a dissenter. And as you've actually been winning this little war, he's discovered himself to be a Dodson loyalist. Funny how people can be, but with the higher-ups fleeing the planet, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with Mr. Sanchez anymore. Maybe he'd like to join you.
I'm already within weapons range of Nav Alpha, and that ambush didn't scuff me up too bad. It ain't as though they appear to be tactical geniuses.
Alright, if you guys feel confident, we can go for it. We'll plot a couple courses for exit just in case, though.
Oh, I knew you'd come around. Just blow the door off a bunker, any old one, and I'll tell you if you want a prize.
Great, thanks. Tito, can you please switch us to another frequency? I have been moving us to different frequencies, senor. I don't know how they keep getting through to us. Alright, for now, everyone just be careful about what you say over the comm lines. Tito, I want you to see if you can find anyone else waiting in ambush. Alright, if you guys can just hang out for a little bit and wait for me, I'll see what I can do. It's not gonna be easy though, senor. If they're powered down and using ECMs, they're not likely to show up on many instruments. Roger. In the meanwhile, Regal Lance, you can move around the perimeter of Nav Alpha and take out the turrets protecting the bunker.
I could not rightly explain why, but it appears that we've chosen the buddy system for our troop movements. Sydney and Peyton appear to have completely separated from us.
Regal 2 and 3, are you trying to get the Lance killed?
No, yes, I saw a bat, yes, and was looking at the bat, and when I turned around, Ray had gone down the corner somewhere, and I tried to follow her based on where she was on the radar, but this road does not go where I thought it did, yes.
I was just following Peyton.
Well, it is absolutely critical right now that you stay together as a group.
Okay, give us just a second, I'll let you know what cross street we're on.
No, the enemy is on our comm lines. There's not any reason we need to give them your location. Just try to regroup with Ray as soon as possible.
There's a little coffee shop down here, yes. They are advertising chocolate things with mint. We should go after this. Are they still open? I bet they're really expensive if they are. I don't know, we will just raid the place, yes.
So this is the bunker, huh? They just kind of build it up in the middle of the city next to all these other, I don't know what these are, corporate buildings?
Yeah, you'd expect like a fence or something, but they just put up these turrets, and I guess anyone who wants to walk in here is in trouble.
Well, I guess nobody said it was a secret bunker. Just one of those 3 heavily armored bunkers downtown.
Oh well, let's blow the door off and see what's behind it.
Oh no, I'm afraid the home team has chosen poorly. Behind that door was the lance of enemy bots. Give them just a second though, I did not have them positioned well and they have to work their way to you. They're not actually behind the door, they were just waiting for an ambush but you didn't pass by the right street. So who's really at fault here?
They're not bluffing, senor. I got 4 hits on radar. Definitely assault bots. What's it look like? How heavy? Looks like Mad Cats. Mark II Mad Cats, so they're not messing around. I thought you said those were supposed to be rare. Alright, pack it in, Regal Lance. That's not gonna happen, senor. They gotta commit to this fight. Those bots are faster than most of Regal Lance, possibly with the exception of Peyton, but only cause she's in a Mad Cat Mark II, and yet we dropped out her larger engine to throw more armor on that thing.
I do not need to run away. Yes, you gave me the gas cannons. I will use them and I will die happily using them.
Alright, let's have you guys go ahead of me. I'm pretty bashed up and we know the enemy's gunning for me.
Yes, on my way to die with the gas cannon.
Wouldn't you rather live long enough to tell small children how much better they have it compared to things now?
Just put it on my headstone. Yes, they're just as likely to listen that way.
But imagine the smug sense of superiority you'll feel when you see them realizing the same things that you already knew.
Or the caustic sense of cynicism knowing that they'll make the same mistakes as their forebears. Yes. My grandmother always used to say, look how lucky you are. You are not in war. Yes, we escaped that years ago. Well, look at where we are now, Grandmama.
Well, there ain't no reason for us to act like we've lost already. It's not as though Oligopolmart's troops have shown a lot of competence in the past. Speaking of, where are they? Are you tracking them, Tito? They're all clustered around Nav Gamma, senor. I cannot tell what they're doing. See, there you go. That's a good sign. They're acting like idiots. They may be packing a lot of firepower, but that's no reason to assume they got us licked.
Maybe I want to die in combat, Colonel Jackson. Do not take this away from me.
Well, for those of us without an asinine death wish...
Isn't the enemy on our comm line? Maybe Peyton has like a Briar Rabbit sort of plan. You know, please don't throw me in the briar patch. Only it's, please kill me, Mr. Enemy. I really want to die.
And then what? They kill us and we have the last laugh because we got our way?
Yes. But now it is ruined because the two of you spoiled the trick.
Ah, shoot. I guess we're gonna have to come up with a plan that's not intentionally suicidal. You know, it's just a hunch, but I'm thinking that if the enemy's all clustered around Nav Gamma, there's probably nothing at this bunker we're at right now. Probably not, but we've still got to clear out the turrets and ground forces, so just keep mopping them up. Hey, I got an idea. What if we call in an artillery strike on this location? Are these bunkers tough enough to withstand that? We don't know, so it's probably not a very good idea. Aside from that, it would take a little while to get artillery into position.
I suppose I'll just go ahead and blow the door off this thing for the heck of it. That will teach Oligopolmart to build doors. Yes.
Wrong again! Behind this door was your glorious host! Hello! I'm afraid you won't be winning that new car after all.
I got another hit on radar, senors, and they're moving now. Looks like that's what they were waiting for. It's big. Looks like a day sheet. And if it is, you watch out for that thing. One of those is just 100 tons of pure death. It's obscene. It's probably the most heavily armed bot available on the field right now, and even its production history is steeped in blood. Well, I'm familiar with this one. They're designed to function at virtually every range. We're not gonna get the drop on it. Yeah, but the bright side is they're slow, so you could run away from it if you have to, especially in the city. Only trouble is you gotta get away from the Mad Cats, too.
It's okay, we just gotta stick together, make sure that we don't get separated, try and use the buildings for cover. Guys, do not separate from me, okay? Well, don't turn down a corner when I'm not paying attention! Yes! I'm not referring to just that one particular time. I'm just saying ever since we got to the city, it seems like we seem to be splitting up a lot so we can go around buildings in different directions. Let's just all stick to the same road, use the same pathways to get to places so we got each other's backs covered, please. Like right now, I'm all by myself. Where are you guys?
I'm right down the road from you. Don't get excited. I can see you right here, and I can also see the enemy.
And I am right behind you. I was right behind you the entire time. Yes. What's behind that guy? I'm trying to shoot at him. Okay, well, I appear to have just walked down to the middle of a firefight. Here comes the second one. One of them's down.
Now see, that wasn't too bad. We'll just focus them down one at a time. Everybody gang up on one guy.
I think that all the response is directed at me. It looks like they just fired missiles through one of their own guys to reach me.
All bark and no bite. You see, Oligopolmart is nothing but expensive military hardware. Nobody knows how to use it. They don't train their people.
Got another one down. I saw the third one's overheating.
I tell y'all, fish in a barrel.
I kind of like this whole thing where they only shoot at Ray. Yes. I have no fear. I just calmly line up my shots and then obliterate the enemy. Well, I'm glad you get lots of benefits from it.
It did turn out to be a pretty poor strategy. Ray just ran in circles while we picked them off.
So that just leaves Triple Volt Leader in the daysheet. Except I've got warning lights everywhere and my leg is hitching up. And I thought I was supposed to be the one with the busted leg. But truth be told, I'm not doing so hot either. Could y'all get over here? They just wandered out here in front of us. We've all got them in our sights now. Not eavesdropping on us anymore, are you, buddy?
Oh, well. I mean, ordinarily I'd say you got lucky, but I think instead I'll blame this shoddy drone technology.
What? You're still alive? Get back in that robot and be dead. Yes.
Yes, still alive, fancy that. I was piloting this by remote control. Fantastic idea, except for the input lag. Oh, let me tell you, if we actually upgraded the systems here to space fiber optic, you would be dead. But since upgrading would cost too much money, I suppose I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. See you at the palace. Ta-ta!